All right, so here we're supposed to determine if this could be a linear function. All right, well, looking at it, it's hard to say. So you know what? Sometimes the best thing to do is we're just going to do a simple graph. It's not doesn't have to be exact. We're just getting close. So minus 2, 5. So minus 2, 5. A minus 1, 3. A 0, 1. Then we have a 1. Let's see, 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3. Then we have 2 minus 6. Well, it's possible it could be a linear function. So minus 2 is a 5, minus 1 is a 3, 0 is a 1. Now, if we're going by ones, that's by 2, that's by 2. Now, this one, that's not by 2. That's going to be by 4. And then that one's going to be by 3. And so, really, there's going to be a change. It's a little steeper down at this end. So, I'm thinking, while overall it looks like it is, if we go by here, this is a step of 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1. So, those are by ones. These are not by the same thing. This is going, 5 minus 3 is 2, 3 minus 2 is 1, 1 minus 3 is 4, minus 3 minus 6 is 3. So that is not by anything. And so then in that case, no, it's not linear. So by just a rough estimate, yeah, it could be, but these two really drop off and change on how they go. These two really are not the same. Here you can see there's big step here, little step here, bigger, and and that. So that's going to be how I would do it. Looking at the change in x's and the change in y's from each one, and that one it's not going to be a linear function. Again, that kind of looks linear, but we have not exact values there. All right, what about this one? Determine if it can represent a linear function. Well, this one is going to be kind of obvious because it looks like it's a constant function. So at a negative 1, we have a negative 6. At 0, we have a negative 6. At 1, we have a negative 6. And at 2, we have a negative 6. So it looks pretty linear to me on that case. It's always that. And what is our slope? Well, the slope is equal to what? Well, when you have a horizontal line, slope is equal to 0 because we're not going up or down. And our intercept is going to be what? Well, that's going to be minus 6. And so our function f of x is going to be equal to 0x minus 6, or f of x equals a negative 6. And that basically, again, is y equals negative 6. And that's what that line is, y equals negative 6, because all of them are negative 6. Okay, so a couple ways to look at that one, but in both of them, we get that it is a linear function. All right, let's stop there and we'll come back for some more.